Hello, yeah, this is my reaction to the finale of Goblin Slayer. So, episode 12, I think, yeah. It is the finale, whatever episode it is. Episode 11, or last episode I watched. I think I remember them had just defeated, like, the Goblin Priest. And then the Goblin Priest had, like, summoned an actual hand. And I think they're about to fight it, is what I remember. Or did they escape? And then the hand was like chasing them outside? Is that what happened? Man, I barely remember anything from last episode, so I wonder how good was last episode if I don't remember anything. So let's just go right into it. I assume I'm incorrect because what they're showing. Oh, she's like, oh wait, my chainmail. Oh, and you as well. The fact that you're still alive. Well, princess, maybe you should have listened to your brother, huh? Uh, so, he's like, wait, what? No. Oh, okay, so we're seeing a bit more. Okay, yeah, because I remember this scene right here. Okay. I remember in the last episode I was kind of like, man, this felt super fast. But okay, it's because they're showing some more context and scenes for last episode's ending. Alright. Alright, a greater demon. You're kind of like, oh man, and that's just the hand of the greater demon. So I'm just gonna skip the intro. There we go. Go, Blizzard attack. I mean, for you, it must be terrible. Because, I mean, you're a lizard. Oh, he's used all his spells. I mean, I don't think anyone in our team are gonna die. Like, protect the cold-blooded guy, you know? And then he goes like, man, I should have worn something, like, warmer. Alright. Good enough. For now. Right, I was expecting, like, maybe, like, fire. But making, like, an ice wall might actually be better. Because, well, it's probably not gonna get destroyed from the cold, right? Because it seems like this spell it's using is more of like, it's not necessarily like a damaging spell, it's more like a spell that's gonna kill you from hypothermia, you know? What if you try to use a fire spell? It might counteract your fire spell. You're like, I'm not gonna last long either. He's like, that's not. Well, Goblin Slayer, I guess you're gonna have to. You no longer have the opportunity to flee. So now you have to attack. Yeah, I mean, I have fingers, you know? It's just like legs. You're like, oh my god, you have a plan against something that's not a goblin? I can't believe it. Or maybe in Goblin Slayer's mind, he's like, well, this was summoned by Goblin, so it's like Goblin by proxy, which is good enough for me. Alright. Yeah, I mean, if it is just walking on hands. Petroleum. Water that burns. Alright, yeah, so oil. Is that crude oil, maybe? I mean, it's obviously not petroleum and stuff, because I assume they don't know how to, refine it. Like, that was just a little bit of blunt damage. Concussive force. Nothing I can handle. It's like, yeah, sure, go ahead. Wait, why were you seeing that? Wings of the Villa. I'm gonna use your mouth to pull it back. Oh, we're gonna shoot. Okay. Alright, I was not expecting you to gonna shoot the sickle. Okay. I was gonna be like, you probably were not gonna have the energy even if you get your, blood, your temperature up a bit. Oh god. It's poor nails. That can't feel good. Poor greater demon. Well, how long are you gonna be able to hold it? My assumption is not long, but maybe long. Oh. No. Alright, so what's the plan, Goblin Slayer? When it. Oh god. When it breaks through. Did I? So am I. So am I, Goblin Slayer. Oh, okay, they're gonna crush it with the elevator. Alright. Pling! Ah, true hammer and anvil. Good job. It's a simple technique that always works. I mean, I always use hammer and anvil tactics when I play Total War games. It's the only tactics I know. Like, okay, now it's just some goblins left. Yeah, because the dwarf needs to carry, and then that guy is, on the brink of death. So yeah, us dwarves, we might be small, but we're sturdy. All right, so it was 18 months ago, so it hasn't been that long. Maybe you can use like a healing spell. Do you have any spells left? And it's kind of like, no, you are not like the princess. All right, you need to stop. Like, I can understand that you like sympathize and empathize with people, but no. Oh God. Okay, and this right here is like the ending of the last episode as well. I think I remember something like this. Is it now? The Archbishop is gonna arrive. And then Goblin Slayer is gonna say, "Oh, so that was your plan." Like, I'm gonna die standing. I mean, that sounds cool, die standing instead of dying like a sheep. But I would probably die like a sheep running the other way. Like, oh, fuck this. Even though maybe even fighting might result in a higher chance of surviving, maybe. But I don't know. I don't think I would have the bravery to. And that's what I'm the best at. It's what I was created for. Alright. Oh yeah, and she has a big dragon behind her. I was kind of like, wait, why is there a dragon there? Alright, I'm starting to remember things from last week's episode. Well, let's say last episode. So this was your plan, yeah. Very weird that they would show this at the end of the previous episode. And they didn't show us, Alright. A bunch of holy. She's using like her holy army. I'm the Archbishop. This is my private army. Let's go. You can see she's trembling. She has to show, she needs to be brave. Because if she's afraid, then what are the other? No, come on, grab hold. It's okay. Like, I'll also be able to call forth Judgment Day someday, like the Archbishop. And what is this? Oh, okay. But... Oh. Maybe that isn't the princess then. That would be quite interesting if it's the fact that, yeah, the princess actually did die. So I assume this is the cult of knowledge or something? Was that what they were called? Wisdom? Like, oh shit. Is this the king? Or is that the guy who was like he used to be an adventurer? Alright, here we go. Call forth my demons. Oh yeah, I can see the blonde hair. So yeah, that is the king. And I guess his adventurers. So I guess they are taking care of the cult. I think they even mentioned that during the boring table meeting that they had. Like, that's the important part. Maturing. I'm sure both things are gonna happen. Just give it time. Yeah. You know, and it's kind of like some trees grow faster than others, you know, as well. Did she go up a rank? Oh. Alright, she's talking about you. Oh, and is our priestess right here, is she losing her faith in the Earth Mother? Because I do think that might have been something that I've been playing around with ever since she used, you know, that spell to turn the goblin's blood into water. That's my goal. But I mean, at least you know what you want. You know what you do. You know, and you are helping people. You know, because I mean, if you're not dealing with the goblins, who will, right? Because people just think, they're just goblins, you know, the very powerful people. They're like, it's just goblins. But as we've seen in the show, the goblins terrorizes normal people a lot. They might not be strong enough to cause like complete destruction to humanity as a whole, but I mean, these villages and all that are important. Yes, this is home. Yeah, I ship these two. But obviously something will change. Because the fact that you're saying that so often, something will change. Please, I don't want Milk Girl to get hurt. Don't show us a goblin, like a goblin hand at the very end. Okay, that was Goblin Slayer Season 2. It was okay. I think it was slightly worse than first season. Because I think I rated like the first season like a 6 out of 9, while this I think is like a 5 out of 9. It's like passable, but I think I want a bit more from it. I feel like the whole part about saving the princess and all that, I don't think that should have been like the end. I think that could have been like the thing that happened in like episode 9 or 10. And then we would have gotten something that would happen to characters that we care about. Because I don't really care about this princess. Like, I think it would have been better. Like, let's say Cowgirl was put in danger. The little farm they are at is under attack. How would Goblin Slayer react then? Would he be panicking? Would he be, not thinking straight because, well, the person that maybe he cares a ton about is in danger. He's getting flashback from his sister, like the thing keeping him grounded, which is Cowgirl. What if something happens to her? I think that would be a lot more interesting. Even though I don't want to see her get hurt, putting her in danger is probably the right thing to do for the story. So yeah, I wasn't that invested in like the goblin raids, and I don't think like the goblin killing was like looked that cool. It was kind of just like boom, 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 like the little more horror elements in this season doesn't live up to like the first, was it the first or second episode of season 1? I mean, nothing so far has lived up to that, and it felt like this was a little bit more censored in a sense when it came to like the violence. But there are some moments that I really like. For example, all the Goblin Slayer and Milk Girl scenes. But other than that, there was like a scene with Goblin Slayer and those two guys. They were part of like other groups when they were just at the bridge talking. That is probably my favorite scene in all of Goblin Slayer Season 1 and Season 2. That scene is probably my favorite. Of them just being at the bridge talking about their dreams and feelings. I thought was the best. And I think because it was so rare, and that scene I think made it even better. I don't know if I would have liked it if it was like too much. But I think 1 or 2 scenes of something like that I think is great. So yeah, I don't have much more to say. Season 3, will I watch it when it comes out? Probably, but I'm not like, man, I can't wait for season 3. Because I don't think this show is like that good. It's passable, but not great.